When's the Christmas donation stream? Donation stream? Like, to me? Or to a charity? To charity? Bro, I got no money for charity this year. I'm sorry, man. And in this economy, you know, if we were to do a charity stream, though, it would most likely be to Alzheimer's or, like, cancer or an animal shelter.
Get to work.
Or even Trick 2G's...
TLS by Moochie a treat. Thank you.
MX, thank you, buddy. You know what was suggested? You know what people want to do? And this isn't my doing. People want me to put an Amazon wish list on stream with toys for Mochi. And people said they would buy stuff. I didn't come up with that, so I'm not going to say anything towards it outside of, like, if you want to, you do it, and that's fine. Like, I'm not going to argue if you want to give the dog something. Or me. Like, come on. But, Trick actually does a lot of stuff with toys, Toys for Tots, right? Or Tots for Toys. Which is taking charity for, kids' presents for Christmas, which is really nice. You know, with him being a father, I'm sure he gets it. That's a pretty good cause. Man, I'm just trolling for no fucking reason today. I'm not even losing to people who are better than me. I'm just losing to myself being bad. It's so easy to beat this shit. This isn't challenging. Yeah, this guy flashed. I swear to God, I've only ever died to people basically beating me because I'm stupid, not because they're better. That's essentially the story of my life when I die early. I outplay myself. We can get him, it's fine. I can actually kill her solo, maybe. Oops. Good. Oh, not good. Oh, bad. Bad. Oh, she zoomed. Okay, good. We are terrible. Fucking Christ. Yeah, I like being minion blocked by a fucking cannon. Thanks. This guy flashed. Well, if they remove minion block from champs, or from minions, it's like, what's the point of Phantom Dancer? What's the point of some passives, you know? Nice. I'd say worth. Giga Chatham. Man, I'm so shit today. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. Like, League isn't that complicated. Like, what am I doing? Nice. Carry me, team. I am worthless. Well, this is my second game today. We woke up maybe an hour and a half ago, which is about when we started stream. You can do exclamation mark time, and then I think, like, Toronto. I'm EST, so... I mean, it's 10:30 right now. 10:26? Yeah, 10:26:23. I'm usually up early, honestly, and I do like waking up early because then it feels like you have a fuller day. And if you have a fuller day, it feels like you've got more of a purpose, you know? You never want to wake up and not know what time it is and look outside and have it be dark. Unless you've got, like, a night shift or something and that makes sense to you, that's great. But for most people, that's pretty miserable. Yeah, it is bad. I used to do it quite a bit, and I'm glad we stopped, because it is very depressing. I start work at 5 a.m. Yeah, well, that's different, though. That's, like, how you live life. I think that's your schedule. For most people who don't work late at night, which there's a lot of them who do, obviously, waking up early, maybe not 5 a.m. early, so you're going to have to be up at, like, what, 3 a.m.? Give you 2 hours. 5:30 this morning. That is miserable. What is the average time to get into work by? 6 a.m.? 6:30? I think 5 is a little early. 4 is a little early, right? Eight a.m.? Interesting. No, not the orcs whipping me. No, please. Eight to 5. Hey, I mean, all jobs are different. Not every job is going to guarantee the same hours, obviously. My job could last anywhere from... If I was to wake up at, like... If I was to wake up... You know, I think a long time ago when I couldn't sleep, I would get on at, like, 5 in the morning, and I would stream until, like, 9. I'd only take breaks to get food. That was a pretty weird time. Why? Well, I mean, if you're playing a game all day, it's not that bad. If you like what you do, why stop doing it? Now that I'm older and I have, like, actual, you know, things to get done throughout the day, I can't do that as much as I might want to, but... You've got responsibilities as an adult. Too many. I just want to go back to being a kid where the most exciting thing all day was going to Toys R Us at, like, the end of the week because I aced my fucking test and I got, like, star stickers on my paper. That was a good time. No taxes. No health problems. No need for earthly possessions outside of Toys R Us toys. Being hyped for games after school. Yeah, that's something. I remember always running home and playing, at that time, fuck, man, I was playing... There was a, There's a... Hang on. Yeah, goodbye, bud. I was playing on, like, Windows... What's the older Windows? Windows 90... 99... something. It's like with the green background. Windows XP. Windows XP? It's one of those. Windows 95, Windows XP. They had like this Crayola game. I don't know if you guys have played it. It was basically like Crayola, the crayons. And it was a game about knights. The Crayola Knights game. You kind of explore a kingdom. It's like a point-and-click child adventure. And there's like a black knight who's evil, and, you know, you save the kingdom. Tobias Boomer! Bro, that shit's not even that old. I was born late 90s. I'm not that old. I'm not saying the oldest. I guess it would have been Windows XP. Most likely. I'm 27. What? You are 30 plus years old. Bro, I'm 27. I may look 30, but I'm 27. Trick to G's probably 3 times that. Yeah, hey. We're all growing old. You look 40. I thought you were almost 40. Dude, do I sound like someone who's fucking 40 years old? I do, really? It's kind of Giga Chad, no? It's just, that just means I've matured faster than you guys. I'm more of a man, what can I say? I am so mature for my age. You know, I think one thing that will actually help contribute to you maturing as a person is surrounding yourself with older people, which I think I've done enough on Facebook with. So, like, unironically, in a way, I feel like Facebook has kind of helped me just be more sensible. I'm not even kidding. And I'm not talking about those weird boomers on Facebook who are all about, like, damn government taking out the money from my account for taxes, and oh, Joe Biden's a lizard, and Hillary Clinton, I know what she's done. You know, from the alien groups and whatnot. Like, nah, it's not those crazy people. But typically, if you surround yourself, I suppose, with older people, you get a little bit more sensible, if they're sensible. Like, I'll tell you this. If you grow up on Twitch, how mature do you think you're going to be? How mentally evolved do you think you'll be if all you do is sit on Twitch all day? Right? Especially on, let's say, an XQC stream. Like, you're going to go backwards. Yeah. I don't think you're getting too far. Okay, we are level 13. Let's try and kill this guy. Man is like a wine. Maturity equals better. I don't know, man. The older it is, the better it is. Music, movies, games, people. Like, sure, I can connect with the youngins, but, like, the youngins don't have credit cards. They don't have Twitch Prime. No, it's, I mean, the thing about streaming on Twitch, it's, you know, you're a bunch of gamers, right? So, like, you mentally maturing and kind of getting anywhere, it's like everything you do is just, you're playing a game, you know? Ooh. Ah, I fucking griefed. He was so dead. Nah, that shit was Freelo. But then again, he is 3-7. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to be 90 laughing at shit memes. I mean, if this is what you grow up with, yeah, that's what you remember, right? Listen, I grew up with, like, G.I. Joe, Crazy Frog, metal music, Lord of the Rings, Warhammer. I grew up with, like, Toys R Us, with Zellers, with fucking Sears, in the Sears catalog. Like, you know, a lot of that shit still holds, like, a place in my heart. Of course, I don't think about it as much, but, you know, for kids who grew up on Twitch, that's going to be what they think of, right? They're like, oh, yeah, Pepe the Frog memes. It's so funny. He kind of got decked. I grew up with Snow White. I grew up with Shamu at Disney World. Or not Disney World, that was, what's that fish place that got, like, shut down because it was bad? SeaWorld, that's what it was. Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, SeaWorld. They weren't shut down? Well, what was it? I mean, if he walks into the bush, he's dead, no? What the hell, boy? Bro is not thinking. Then again, I guess he's 1 in 10. He doesn't need to think. Imagine kids now growing up on Twitch, Rick and Morty, and South Park. And like Fortnite and NFTs and shit. Yeah, I believe it. Man, I've got disease. And Twitter. You know, I'm glad I was never really... So, growing up, let me ask you this. At what age did you get your first phone? Or handheld device that was, like, relatively expensive? Bro said 14, 10, 15, 16, 10, 15, 18, 16. You guys are fucking privileged. 60, 14, privileged. I got mine at like 20. What the hell? When everyone was on their fucking iPods, I had my fucking, what is it? CD player. Everyone was toting around their fucking touchscreen iPods, and I had my CD player. With my, like, Walmart headphones. Now, that is privilege. You guys are crazy. My Discman, yeah. It's like a Walkman, yeah. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Wow, he got him. Good job. Bro, I was born in 2000. Having a phone in 14 years old wasn't crazy. That's crazy to me. At 14, what did I have? I had lashings, I had stale bread, and I had the dim light of coal mines. That's what I had. Ain't no way you get a phone at 14. I made my keep. I did what I had to do to survive. Okay, boomer. My son got his tablet at the age of 3. He is 3.5 now. Brother. I mean, if he's happy, I guess, right? Razer flip phone. Call 911. Yeah, I mean, I guess the whole idea of phones back in the day was to keep tabs on parents, right? Or vice versa. Parents keeping tabs on you. But, like, thankfully, where I grew up, there was crime, gang violence, drugs. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't have any friends. I just wanted to go home and play Halo. And that's basically all I did, for the most part. Play Halo, play Crayola. Daycare. Whoa. What? Now, typically, as a kid, all I would do is kind of keep to myself. No, I had a best friend. His name was Nick. I would go over to his house pretty much every day after school, and we'd play, like, Warhammer or fucking old computer games and whatnot. I had one best friend in my life. I had 3 stepbrothers who I would also consider pretty damn good best friends, but outside of those 3, it was one. And then he kind of disowned our friendship in high school because I was kind of not interested in academics, and he was. And he thought hanging out with me would be bad for his image. But it's alright. He was a good guy, he meant well. And he was right. Well, I believe he went off to do, he was at some prestigious, like, I don't know, university or something. Like, he's a smart guy. I tried to get in contact with him just to hang out, I believe a year ago or 2. And, it was really weird, and it never happened. So, like, you know, when you get older, you do want to kind of, see what people are doing in life, right? The ones you grew up with. I want to go back and talk to people I grew up with for sure. Oh. You just got to find them. Everyone moves. Everyone's got their own life, you know. People sometimes also, unfortunately, pass away. Do you regret your life's decisions? Nah. Everyone's got regrets, but I'm happy where I am now. Pretty good game. I try reconnecting with people from my childhood, but it's so confined to the internet, it's hard to connect with them. Yeah, it's just because, like, if you knew where they lived at one point, do you think they still live there? They might. You know, you could walk up to their home and be like, hey, remember me? I was going to do that with my buddy, but, like, I think he moved out a while ago. How much gold did I make that game? Nice apartment. I don't know about that one. Oh, 19,000 gold? Holy fuck. Look at the gold from this. 320, 960, plus cull, plus Q passive. This is the Bankplank.